Hello and welcome. It's Jimothy here with another quick deck tech. If you are interested in the deck, there's a deck list in the description, and you can always comment to ask any questions or let me know if you'd like to see an in-depth guide or league gameplay with the list. This list here managed to get 10th place at in a challenge by someone named Lupos. They went 5-2. The deck is using Through the Breach or Yggdrasil to win by cheating into play either an Ulamog or an Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. Obviously, ideally, when you get an Ulamog, you've exiled an Emrakul. And there's a couple ways to do that. One, of course, is the Devourer trigger. Another way is with the Ugin's Labyrinth. That's the one that you can control the most. But you can also do it with Yggdrasil itself. Yggdrasil itself. We get to play a lot of value in the meantime, right? You got your Devourer trigger, you got Null Drifter to draw a couple cards, Kozilek's Command draws cards and ramps you. You have Palantir, which can kind of act as an alternate win con, and then you ramp with your Talismans as well. You have Chalice, which you can even play on turn 1 with a Ugin's Labyrinth. Between Ugin's Lab and Emrakul, Eldrazi Temple and Kozilek's Command, you sometimes can just hardcast an Ulamog, which of course is basically always game ending, but more likely than not, you'll at least get up to Null Drifter mana, which can be very powerful on its own. The colorless lands obviously act as ramp. We get to main deck Boseiju and a Blast Zone as well as potential answers to what the opponents are doing. Kozilek's Return, of course, our answer to the more aggressive strategies that are trying to kill us before we get to cast our Breach or activate our Yggdrasil. In the sideboard, there's an extra Chalice, there's some Consign, there's Mystical Dispute, Meltdowns. Kind of, we know what all these are doing. The Stone Brain is probably there to take out either, pesky, like, counterspell cards or, like, Solitude if someone has that. Various other forms of interaction that stop us from going off. And then we have Tormod's Crypt right for the graveyard decks. Torpor Orb stops those creatures. Combo decks that need the ETB, and then Untimely Function's a fun, flexible card that, of course, can destroy an artifact, although we have Meltdown for that as well. But the changing the target of a single target can redirect something like a Belcher activation, which can be very powerful and just win you the game outright, as well as a few other fun tricks. So, if you like this deck, let me know. This is one I might actually go ahead and try on my own. But if people are interested, I definitely would look to playing a deck like this. I like casting Through the Breach. I like decks with Emrakul in it. It's my style of play, and I've been looking at putting these two together. I was thinking in a mono red list, but obviously adding the blue gives you the Null Drifter and some sideboard cards. So hope you enjoy. I have a bunch of deck techs if you're interested in looking at recent modern decks. I like to try to find cool and interesting ones. And then, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day.